Hey guys, good morning. This is Diary of a Coach, and this is episode 288. 288 Diary of a Coach. Today's episode is titled Tell Your Story by Yourself. Tell your story by yourself. Last Saturday during the BSG graduation, one very significant lesson we learned in class was the fact that if you don't create the narrative you want people to have about you and your business, you will be a victim of a narrative that does not fit you. If you don't create the narrative that you want people to have about you and your business, you would be a victim of a narrative that does not fit you. That's why Sean Stevenson, the late Sean Stevenson, said, any feedback that does not empower you is not good for you, is not for you. Any feedback that does not empower you is not good for you. But the question now is, why should I rely on a feedback that is not good for me when I have the instrumentation to create the narrative that I want for myself? And so today's episode is aimed at inspiring you to be the driver of the narrative, the impressions, the perceptions that you want people to have about you. If you run a business and you do not put yourself out there, write about what you do, write how you're touching lives, write about what people love, write about how you're touching your customers, write about the impact of your solutions or products. If you're waiting for the customer to do that for you, you're going to be a victim of a narrative that does not exactly represent you. You don't want to do that for yourself. No. So you must remember, the owner and the driver of the perception that people must have about you and your business lies with you. That is why people build websites. That is why people have business pages on social media. That is why people insist on writing brochures and profiles. You know why? Because you must be the chief trumpeter of your craft. You must be the chief promoter of your craft. You must be the chief announcement officer of your craft. You must be the primary source of the information that goes out on your behalf. You see, every known artist has a manager. And every known artist knows that their manager must be a good communicator. In fact, some people call them image launderers because you must have someone who launders your image. What does it mean to launder your image? You must have someone who hypes you, who boasts about you, who boosts your profile, who champions your cause, who shouts your name on the rooftop. That is what people do. So there's even a new career path now called Hype Man. The Hype Man is simply the promoter of your craft. So you must build capacity to be the one who promotes your craft. Aisha, there's audio. Everyone is hearing me. I hope it's not your phone. Please check your settings. I hope you can hear me now. So you must be the one who promotes your craft primarily. Then people can jump on your bandwagon and help you promote your craft. Remember, we're in an extremely competitive society. We're in an extremely competitive environment. We're in an extremely competitive business terrain. And it seems like the more complicated and sophisticated the industry is, the louder your voice has to be. So it means that you have to find strategic ways to be visible and to be heard. Any business that is not seen, that is not heard, that is not felt is going to go out of business. Any brand that is not seen, is not heard, and is not felt will go out of business. So you can't rely on external drive, external push, external conditions for your business to thrive. You must sit down Write your sales copy, write your PR copy, write your brand story, and communicate it. You must consistently push your brand focus, your brand communication every single time. So let me outline some steps that you need to follow. Number one, you need to sit down and write your brand story. You need to sit down to say, this is how we started. This is how the journey has been. This is how we are evolving. These are the challenges we are facing. These are the beautiful things we're enjoying. This is how our product meets so need. This is how these are stories. There are tons of stories. It's endless. You must sit down and think of the concept of your story. You must sit down and think of the concept of your narrative. You must sit down and think of the message that you need to communicate. You need to ask yourself questions like, who are the kind of customers that I want to serve? Then what kind of story connects with those kind of customers? Then you write that story. Then you also look at who are the customers we have served successfully. What did they say? Then you use that as a storyline and build a story around it. You must write your story. You must write your story. So number one, write your brand story. Number one, write your brand story. Number two, push your brand story. Unapologetically, let me add that. Push your brand story unapologetically. People have asked me, why are you always marketing? You're always over marketing. You're always pushing. You're always this. You're always that. Forget it. I will always push my brand markets. I will always push my brand markets. So, those says there's an echo, so I've opened my windows. So number two, always push your brand story. Number one is write it. Number two is always push it. You must make sure that every opportunity is an opportunity to market. Every opportunity is an opportunity to market. Somebody gives you a feedback, reconstruct that feedback, push it out there. Somebody tells you they like something, reconstruct that thing they like and push it out. And you must consistently push it out. A typical example, you find something that looks like, you're impressed by, you see an event, a situation, you see something on the news, on TV, in a program, in a film. You must always think around, how can I latch on this talk, this quote, this picture, this image, this impression, this scenario, and create a story for my brand. So you should always push your brand story. You should always push your brand story. Number three, close your eyes to destructive feedback. Close your eyes to destructive feedback. Not everybody will like your brand. You need to make peace with that. Not everybody will like you. You need to make peace with that. Not everybody would like to associate with your brand. You need to make peace with that. Not everybody would like to do anything with you. You need to make peace with that. So you need to come to a place where people will give you negative feedback or people would attack your brand. It is okay. It is okay for someone to still attack your brand because not everybody would associate with your brand. Not everybody would like your brand. Not everybody will want to do anything with your brand. So you must intentionally shut your eyes to any brand debranding. I think there's a word like that. To any words, action, and feedback that would debrand you. In fact, convert that feedback as a marketing pitch. Convert that feedback as a marketing pitch. Somebody says, I bought your pillows. Your pillows are always not properly sewn or they are not something. Or they say your food is always spoiled or it's not fresh or something. You can think down and say, how can I convert this into feedback? You say, so in our business, we have gone through sometimes when some batch of our products have turned out to be not satisfactory. And so we found this and then we took so steps and then we improved on our quality control and improved on our quality assurance. What you have done, you have picked a negative feedback. You have constructively switched it into a strategy. And then it shows you are listening as a business. And the person that complained may likely come back and say, they said they fixed it. They may likely buy. That is how to convert negative feedback. Don't settle on negative feedback and make it hurt you. No. Don't settle on negative feedback. Use negative feedback to convert into constructive strategy. It's very, very important. So, I'm very concerned about communication in business. I'm learning a lot about communication in business. I just started building a new career in integrated marketing communications. And I want to make this the next step of my business expertise, integrated marketing communications. That is why the BSG Summit this year, 2020, is all about communication. The theme of our strategy and summit this year is communication, business communication. That's why I have brought people that are authorities in communication. I've brought someone who is a brand expert and a social media communicator for businesses. I've brought a man who, from the scratch, has built one of the most popular digital livestock businesses in Lagos. I've also brought someone who owns a conglomerate and chain of businesses, food business, real estate, media, communication, name it. So I've brought these three speakers. I will not call their names. It's still a bit of a surprise verbally, although it's on the website. And so this year's summit is about communication. If you want to learn how to communicate with your business audience, you should be at the 2020 summit that is holding June 12th of 2020. Every year on June 12th, we're holding the BSG Summit. And between now and February 12th, it is only 55K to sign up. Yesterday, my brother, Idenyi, was the first person to pay for the BSG Summit. And I am so blown, you get? And so we're communicating to you now. The earliest is very important, and you need to be at the BSG Summit. If you want information about the summit, just go to businessstudygroup.com. Then you go to the services page and you'll see the BSG Summit. All the details are there. You can pay online. In fact, this year is fully online payment we're sticking to, and you will not regret it. So if you run a business or you want to understand how to communicate in your business, be at the BSG Summit 2020. This is a very early announcement, but it's coming early because from February 13th, the fees jack up by 20,000 naira. And every month it goes quickly by 10,000 naira. So you don't want to pay more when you could have paid very, very less. Right now it's 45% discounted. Why would you throw away 45% discount? 45% discount. Who does that? Why would you throw away 45% discount where you could have just paid 55,000 now and not pay 75,000 or 85,000 or 100,000, because that's the way the fees are going. From February 13th it goes to 75,000, and then February 13th it goes to 75,000, and March 13th it goes to 85,000, and by April 13th, it goes straight up to 100,000. You don't want to spend more when you could have done less. And unfortunately, everything is online. So you can't come and beg me, Coach, please, can I just pay? Once the date has passed, the system changes it. Dr. Okonoda says, people are quick to label you when you simply state who you are or what you can do. It is emotional blackmail, and you shouldn't have any of it. Jesus declared, before Abraham was, I am. They said he was a small boy, but he simply declared who he was. Very, very correct. Very, very, very correct. Thank you, sir, for that. So, Ikalon says, how much is it today? 55,000 naira between now and February 12th. From February 13th, it goes to 75,000 naira straight up. So please pay 55,000 now to secure your slot for BSG Summit. Idenye has secured his slot. Mama Do says she's securing her slot today. I wish you success with that. Ikalon can secure her slot today, I believe so. Omoni Salami can secure his slot. Olayinka Surura, I'm so sure you're securing your slot right away. So don't dull. Don't wait until it goes to 75,000 and then you start asking for discount. Discounts don't apply after the plan. So thank you for watching Diary of a Coach. Beyond everything, don't forget, write your brand story, push your brand story, and denounce negative feedback, convert negative feedback to strategy for your brand. Don't forget, this is our week of studying. So the task for today is go and read up, how do I write a brand story? Watch a YouTube video or read an article for 3 minutes. How do I write my brand story? Read up how to write your brand story and start doing it. Write your story, and don't let your story be narrated by someone who does not understand where you're coming from. Don't let your brand to be hijacked by someone who does not know you. Write your brand story. Be in control. Be the driver of your brand narrative, and you would succeed heavily. It's good to see you, Henry Spice. Welcome back to Diary of a Coach. Thank you so much. This is the week of studying. Let's not forget, and it's a beautiful Tuesday. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Tomorrow we would announce the business of the week. Tomorrow I will announce the business of the week. So let's see whose business goes live on Diary of a Coach. Thank you so much. This video goes on YouTube shortly, and so don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is available for you to subscribe. You'll see the link in the comment section. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just crossed over 100 subscriptions, about 103 subscriptions. That's 10% of what I'm looking for. So please push other people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you've not subscribed, if you've not pre-ordered my book based on logistics, based on logistics, do it. Thank you, darlings. God bless you and have a wonderful day. Bye.